Yo, what's good, 3K family? It is your boy DJ 3000 coming back to you with another video, man. And look, in this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to connect your MIDI keyboard to FL Studio 21, or really just any previous versions, because they all really about the same. And look, I ain't gonna waste no time. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. All right, man. So look, I'm gonna go and assume you already got your MIDI keyboard connected to your computer. You've already downloaded any necessary drivers that were required for your specific MIDI keyboard make and model per the instructions, and you've already downloaded FL Studio and got it open and you're ready to go. And if that's the case, congratulations, you in the right place. So first things first, you can either hit F10 on your keyboard and get up the MIDI settings, or if you ain't fancy like that, you can come over here to the top left corner, go to options, click on the very first one, go to MIDI settings, and you'll see your different, again, you're in your settings again, you can see your different tabs, your MIDI, audio, general, file, theme, etc. Again, we just gonna come right back to the MIDI settings. And again, in your MIDI settings, you got your output section, your input section, you got your controller types, you got your different types of MIDI parameters. Like, you got quite a bit of stuff in this little small tab. But again, I'm gonna go ahead and say that if all you wanna do is just start playing your black and white keys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what to do. Come down here to your input section, and you should, again, if you got your MIDI keyboard, MIDI controller connected, you should already see something down here in your input section. If you don't, hit your refresh device list. If you still don't see anything, something ain't right, obviously. But again, you wanna make sure you got everything connected. With this specific keyboard here, this is the Complete Control S88 by Native Instruments. So this one here, there's a actual physical power button on the back of it. You gotta make sure that's in, and you'll know that it's in once you see the blue lights on. But again, you also got a separate power supply with this one as well. So it's not just gonna be one USB cable. You gotta know what type of MIDI keyboard you got. You gotta know, like, again, if it comes with a power supply, use the original cable. Please do not use no aftermarket pieces. You could end up fucking up your MIDI keyboard, and don't want that to happen. But again, you just want to make sure that everything's good. You follow the instructions, you got it set up, and if you do, you should see the either Complete Control -1 or Novation Launch Key -1, or the Complete Control DAW -1, Novation Launch Key DAW, whatever MIDI keyboard you got. It should say like a -1, an EXT -1, and a DAW -1, right? So if you got that, congratulations, good deal. So if you see the Complete Control -1 or whatever you got -1, if you want to again play your white and black keys, come on down there to the enable button and just click it. And as long as this again is already on, again, should already be on generic controller, you can go ahead and start playing your black and white keys. Now, if you want a little bit more advanced settings, again, I can show you how to use everything like your play button, your stop button, your record button on your keyboard. If you want to use all of those transpose or shit, I forgot the word I was looking for. I think your transport, there we go. You want to use your transport buttons. Again, you want to go ahead and just keep watching this video. But again, if you have a specific type of MIDI keyboard that's different from mine, you may end up finding it on this list. And all you got to do is just come down here again, highlight your whatever it is -1, come down here to controller type. You should see maybe the Novation Launch Key Mark III. If you don't see it, whatever you got on this list, come down here to Legacy. You might have the Novation Launchpad Pro. You might have the Novation Launch Key Mark II. And the reason I'm so good hype on these Novations, I had the Novation before I switched over to the Native Instruments. So I'm pretty familiar with it. But again, once you found that, if you don't find it, if you do find it, go ahead and click on it. If you don't find it, just click on generic controller. Per Native Instruments, they say to click on generic controller inside of FL. So, I mean, sucks to suck, we don't have, you know, we can't maybe use the full functionality of this keyboard, but we can use quite a bit, so I'm not really tripping. Next things next, you want to come down here to Complete Control EXT-1. We're actually just going to skip over it. If you got one that says EXT-1, you don't need it for this process. So we're going to skip over it. We're going to go next to Complete Control DAW-1, or whatever you got, DAW-1. And again, for this one, this here is actually not going to be the black and white keys. This here is actually going to be your transport button. So your play button, your stop button, record button, your loop button, your arpeggio button, whatever you got, right? So these are going to be everything else. And you will not be able to use any of those buttons if this is not enabled. You can try it right now, see if I'm lying. But again, those buttons will not register. They won't do anything. They won't make a sound until this is enabled on the DAW. This is how you get that to work. All you got to do is just press enable. And once you press enable, now you're probably wondering like, damn, It's just playing a bunch of high note piano keys like A7 or G7 or E7 or E6. So you get what I'm saying? Like, you're probably wondering, like, damn, how could I fix that? Come on, 3K, show me something. All right, so what you want to do now is come down here to controller type. And all you're going to do is come down here to built-in, and you can either highlight Mackie Control Universal and just select it, or you can, again, just do whatever you want to do, highlight whatever, and just press M one time, or just press it how many times you want. It'll go through each one on the M, and once you have it selected, you hit enter. And now you'll be able to actually use your play button, your stop button, your record button, all that good jazz. So boom, you got that on there. Last thing you want to do, my friends, make sure you got your input on your DAW-1 on your input and output, select it. Again, I would go ahead and just change your port number to like 101, 102, maybe even 103. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on 103 because everything's 3K. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on 103. And what this does, it'll make sure that your input and output are on the same page or the same port to make sure that you're not gonna have any issues in the future or anything like that. You wanna make sure these are on the same numbers. You don't want one to be on 101 and those will be on 103 or 130 or whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? So make sure these are on the same numbers. Help yourself, man. Don't do it to yourself. Make sure these are good to go. But again, these are the settings we did. We made sure our black and white keys, which is the -1, we made sure that's enabled. And again, if you got the specific controller type, go ahead and select it. If you don't, generic controller. We skipped over EXT-1. We came down here to complete control, DAW-1. We made sure this was enabled. Again, this is our transport keys, like our play button, stop, record on our actual MIDI keyboard. Again, we made sure that's on Mackie Control Universal. Again, remember you can just hit the M, press enter. And again, we highlighted the complete control DAW-1 on the output and the input. We made sure the port numbers were the same. You can have it on 35, 60, whatever you want. I just put on 103. But again, that's pretty much it. And again, if you don't see anything down here, refresh it. Again, try to see like if you're missing a cable that might have came out. But again, last thing we want to do now is just do a sound check, see if everything's working. So I'm gonna test the play button, I'm gonna test the record button, I'm gonna test the keys, make sure it all works. And also, this is actually gonna be a Lil Durk song, but again, this is gonna be out of a different key. So you may see me play the actual notes, but I've got the actual key of this piano into F sharp right now. And if you can tell me what Lil Durk song this is, man, it's actually produced by A Pee Wee. Tell me which one this is, and if you get it right, I promise if you the first one to, without editing your comment, I'll make sure I pin your comment for the rest of this video. All right, so look, check this out. We're gonna check it. All right, so look, I know I'm a little rusty. Oh, damn, I forgot to stop it. Either way, man. Either way, we see that the keys are working. We see the record buttons working. We see all that good jazz is working. But either way, man, I know I'm a little rusty on the piano. You can see I messed up a little bit. It don't matter, bro. Main thing is that your keyboard is working. Just wanted to just show y'all a little something. You know, and if you know which song this is, again, I know it is out of key. But again, if you're a real Durk fan and you know this song, go ahead and post it down below. Again, first one to get it right without editing your comment, I'll pin the comment. But again, it's your boy 3K, man. Glad y'all checked out this video. If you did enjoy it, man, give me a like, bro. Give me a like. I need to get this channel bumping. I'm going to try to come out with more tutorials, more MIDI kits, show y'all what I got going. Again, if you need the MIDI kits, DJ3000.com. That's DJ, the number 3, spell out the word 1000.com. Everything be linked down in the description and the comments below. But again, it's your boy 3K signing off. And if you do, man, again, dog, I messed up right at the end, man. I was trying my best to go through that whole video, dog. But man, either way, it's your boy 3K signing off, man. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, man. Let me know. Let's see you in the next one. Peace.